Hey guys, it's Layla from Ignite, and in today's video, I'm going to take you through some close analysis of Stephen Daldry's Billy Elliot. If you do like our content, make sure you subscribe to our channel and click the bell for notifications. But for now, let's get to the analysis. So my goal in today's video is to frame a central scene that I think really captures the internalized conflict of Billy's character, and that being the conflict between his want to appease his father and considering the preconceived views his father has about masculinized expectations, but also this burning desire within Billy to fulfill this love for dance that he has. Once framing that scene, I'd like to go through shot by shot and do some close analysis to give you that confidence to apply whenever you're looking at any film and how to unpack those filmic elements of form. So the scene that I think really captures these ideas of the tension, that being the internalized conflict and interpersonal challenges that are faced by Billy, is where his dance teacher comes to the house and presents to Billy's father that she really believes that Billy would make an incredible dancer. And we see Billy, he jumps up onto the table and he's totally conflicted by whether to listen to his dad or to follow his dreams. And we see him run away, he leaves the house, and this incredible non-diegetic music in the background is really evocative of his anger and his emotions, and he uses dance as a means of coping and escaping these kind of tensions that he's trapped within. So these are the three key shots that I'm going to focus on. To go into a little bit more detail, so his dance teacher, Mrs. Wilkinson, she argues with Billy's father about Billy's potential, and we see all of those gendered assumptions being thrown around the room about men not being dancers, and how Billy feels really conflicted about why he's so passionate about something that doesn't seem to be masculine. Billy remains conflicted as Daldry represents his competing filial loyalty and his passions, and really central to that representation are the frequent cuts and the movements as Billy looks towards his brother and his dad and his dance teacher, and it all kind of builds to this tension and it culminates to a point and a crescendo that he just kind of leaves. He must escape the environment in order to deal with these internalized tensions. And like I mentioned, he turns to dance as a mode of expression to escape these imminent pressures within his family environment. So taking a look at that first scene, we've got the key technique of cross-cutting, where we cut really frequently between the different shots and expressions of his father, his dance teacher, and his brother. And also really central within this is the change in the angled shots, because Billy, in terms of the composition, is up on a table and he looks down and they look up at him, and this frequency in the cut, so cut, by the way, is whenever we change the shot perspective or the angle, if you will. So every time there's a change in the perspective that's presented, that's known as a cut. And the more frequent the cuts, which means the shorter the duration of each shot, it functions to kind of express through form the speed with which Billy is trying to reconcile all of these multiple views that are being kind of thrown at him within his family environment. So the cross-cutting, the high angle versus the low angle shots, and the frequencies of these cuts serve to express all that is kind of contained within Billy's mind, and how he tries to reconcile these obligations, these assumptions, these expectations, but also this desire that he has within him to fulfill this love for dance that he so deeply has. Okay, then he kind of moves out of the family environment, and we have this shot where he is captured within this really confined setting of the cubicle, and you've got these walls that he kind of puts his hands up against and he climbs up them, and that setting there is symbolic because the cubicle and the tightness of that space and how he is confined goes to show that he is confined within the expectations that everybody thrusts upon him. So within this, we also have the non-diegetic music. It kind of serves to express in parts through the instrumentals the anger that is within Billy in attempting to kind of reconcile all of this. And it also goes to show that as a young child, somebody who's quite innocent in his adolescence at least, he's trying to compete with these differing tensions and he's trying to digest them all. And this scene is really crucial in unpacking how he moves through all of these tensions and attempts to reconcile them. And of course, the music is really important in facilitating that, because music and dance from the outset of the film was represented as something that could help to reconcile and progress Billy's thoughts and passions. We also have the extreme close-ups, and now it's not in this particular shot, but it does move into close range shots of his face, and you see how kind of alarmed and angered he is as he tries to move through all of these competing obligations that he has. So there's some key aspects to consider when looking at that particular sequence. And then to kind of further Daldry's reinforcement of dance is so central to the way that Billy deals with any kinds of challenges that he is met with, we have this close range shot of his feet as he kind of moves through the streets and he tries to escape and move away what everybody else is telling him. So the transition there from the confined setting of the cubicle to the outdoors, that transition, and the close range shot of his feet serves to reinforce that through dance, through music, he's able to overcome challenges and he's able to kind of find some sort of resolution, which is itself dance. And it also foreshadows how dance will become the solution and the ultimate fulfillment of Billy's character. Okay, so in terms of analysing that particular sequence, what do you need to look for? Number one, consider what emotions, what challenges, and what paradoxes Billy encounters as an individual. And on that note, you can see I've tried to frame quite a few rubric points in there. And as a sort of little side note in terms of your broader HSC preparation, pick out, particular scenes and do your analysis and prepare your body paragraphs, and then ask yourself, okay, how could this particular bit of analysis be applicable to any of these different rubric points? And that way you know that you're covered in terms of analysis for any kind of question you get, because any question will be derived from the rubrics. The point is, make sure analysis is applicable to different rubric points, and then that way you know that you're covered for any kind of question that you might get. Okay, consider the motif of dance and the late motif of music. Late motif refers to a recurring motif of sound, whereas motif, as you know, is just a recurring symbol throughout the text. So consider how those late motifs of music and how the motif of dance serve to propel the growth of Billy as a character. And then finally, question how Daldry provokes our empathy for Billy's human experiences. So the frequent cutting that I referred to in the earlier parts of my analysis, the shot reverse shot as we move from kind of Billy looking down and then his father looking back up at him, that all kind of serves to reflect on Billy's internal turmoil, and allowing us to empathize with that through form goes to show why we're so invested in the cathartic journey of Billy throughout the film. Okay, I hope there was some useful analysis in there for you guys. Please do comment if you have any questions. But of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications, and we'll have much more HSC English content coming your way. But for now, I look forward to seeing you guys in our next video. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you do like the content, subscribe to our channel and we'll have more videos coming your way.
That's right guys, thanks for watching, and please make sure you check out our online resource database. We've had a team of state rank achievers and heads of English put these together for you, covering everything from essay structures and examples all the way through to craft of writing and comprehension skills. So check them out at ignitehsc.com.au, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.